Week 3, NFL, coming at you late. I was out on the bike ride, endurance day. But what we are coming at you with today are 6 picks for the NFL season. We're going to average things out. Moving forward from here, I'm going to try to give you guys 5 picks a week. And right off the top, this is kind of crazy. Coincidence, I don't know, a little scared. All 6 of my picks are road teams today. And I don't really have, I'm not getting many points anywhere. If you've noticed some of my picks before, I kind of like getting points and taking the underdog. But here, kind of betting like the public does a little bit more when it comes down to actually having to cover. So what's happening? Top pick, Cincinnati gets it right. Super Bowl hangover over. They cover the 6 against the Jets in New York. Or New Jersey, and we see some good firepower out of Cincinnati on the offense and defensive side of the ball. Number 2, gonna come at you. Sorry for the planes. I don't know the timing. Atlanta in Seattle. I know it's a long trip. I know you're talking 12th man. At the end of the day, Seattle's the worst team in the league. Denver just blew that game on Monday night. That's how they got that W. I really think that Atlanta is the better team. Don't worry about the 12th man. They know they have a shitty team. They were excited to cheer against Russell Wilson, but now it's like Marcus Mariota, whatever. Don't worry about it. Atlanta wins the game. Even though they're getting a point, take them outright. They're winning that game. Number 3, coming at you with the Rams against Arizona on the road, covering 3.5. Why? I love this narrative. I heard it online that Call of Duty, I'm not a big gamer, but Call of Duty launched, and I know Kyler Murray plays that game. It's his go-to game. I thought this narrative was hilarious. That should we bet against Kyler? Yeah, why not? I like the narrative. Go with the Rams. Go with the Rams to win that game in Arizona. Arizona squeezed that one out by some of Kyler Murray's magic, which was fun to watch, but I really don't think it's sustainable, and I think the Rams take care of business in Arizona and cover the 3.5. Also, love me some Buffalo Bills against Miami. Why? This game, I think, would have been 7.5 points if the line was made before last week. But what happened? Even though I know we had Buffalo win a game very big time dominating fashion on Monday night. But at the same time, you've got all this excitement from Miami, that comeback in Baltimore. Everyone's on the Tua bandwagon, the Tyreek Hill, Cheetah, Jalen Waddle, I don't know what, the Gazelle, I don't know. These guys who are just super fast. Miami looks fun. However, they haven't seen the Buffalo defense. I think Buffalo, just like against the Rams, have something to prove now that it looks like, we got a contender? No, they're going to show who the class is in the AFC East and who the class is in the NFL with a big win in Miami. Double digits. Look for it to happen. I also like Baltimore. Baltimore going into New England, covering the 2.5. They had a rough loss against Miami at home. I don't think New England is just very good. I know they got the best coach in the league, but I think Baltimore gets in there and they take care of business. And then tonight, I like San Francisco to go into Denver, control the ball, Jimmy G, hitting Kittle, making things happen, and that is going to be my 6th pick. So to recap on my NFL picks, Cincy to cover, Atlanta to outright win. It's a 1-point line. It's been going back and forth, but Atlanta to outright win. The Rams covering 3.5, Buffalo covering 4.5, Baltimore covering 2.5, and San Francisco covering 1.5. 6 road teams. Scary, but let's make it happen. And then we're going to look at the fantasy. What we're going to be looking at fantasy. I love the stack with Cincinnati today. Joe Burrow, Mixon, and Chase. Joe Burrow, Mixon, and Higgins. Joe Burrow, Higgins, and Chase. One way, get those three of those guys on your team. I think that's going to be a big splash for you today. As a little side sneak wide receiver, I think that you could look towards the Minnesota and Detroit game, looking at not those number one guys, not Justin Jefferson, not Amon-Ra St. Brown, looking at their counterparts, looking towards a DJ Chark perhaps, or a Adam Thielen or KJ Osborne on the other side. I think both of these teams might be able to shut down the primo players, and you get those secondary receivers to have some nice games at a much lower salary than you get on DraftKings. And I'm going back to it last time. If it doesn't pan out today, I'm done with you, boy. I'm done with you, brother. I'm going back to Kyle Pitts. You're playing against the worst team in the league. I want 100 yards. I want 2 touchdowns. Please make it worth my while that I drafted you in, I think, 4 out of my 5 fantasy leagues. So there you go. There's the second plane. Like, comment, hit your boy up. Tell me what you think of my picks.